The Shopping Cart Fiasco by W.H. Buzzard. "Thief! Thief! Stop that thief!" an irate man yelled as the blood veins in his neck bulged like big blue varicose veins. "Stop him! Stop that buggy burglar!" The accuser pointed a shaky finger in the direction of an unkempt fellow pushing an overloaded shopping cart. "Stop that robber before the sneak gets away out of the parking lot. The behind-the-back burglar is taking what's rightful mine." This incident occurred outside a small family-owned grocery store. The rain predicted by the weatherman had gone north, missing the drought-stricken area, so that shoppers who'd stayed indoors that morning were out in droves by afternoon. Near closing time on Christmas Eve, people were in a rush to get last-minute gifts or else missing recipe items. Unable to move fast for having to dart side to side to balance the top-heavy load, the accused thief pushed the overfilled shopping cart containing duffel bags of clothes as well as bedding, loose items, and assorted knickknacks stacked until the load threatened to topple any moment. "Come back here, you felon," the supposed victim wailed. "Stop that sorry criminal. 'Tain't right. The second an innocent bystander turns his back, some slimy, slithering shoplifter robs him of all his possessions. Tackle him. Knock the robber on his backside." The man pushing the basket was too occupied steadying his items to bother about the outcries as he trudged past the stares from those onlookers around him in the crowded parking lot. "You'll get yours now, you stinking crook," the accuser hollered, climbing onto a battery-powered shopping scooter provided by the store. He barely fit on the scooter because of a massive bulbous stomach that blocked the handlebars, so the battery-powered transport could not turn right or left but only go in one direction, straight ahead. Judging by the bulging tires, slow speed, and cocked position of the seat, the shopping cart was far beyond its weight capacity. "Stop that creeping round behind buggy snatcher. Blockade him. Don't let him get away. Hit him with a rock or pipe, something to slow him down." None of the observers interfered other than point at the suspect pushing the overloaded cart. Most just stood by and watched. The onlookers appeared afraid, as if worried of being accused of discrimination or even being sued for mistreating indigents. People looked back and forth as if at a tennis match, from victim to accuser, for some indication who might be in the right. Both men appeared of similar social status, wearing clothes that didn't fit, possibly hand-me-downs, and had uncombed fly-away hair full of sticks and grass and such. "Why don't no one stop that crook?" the offended man yelled, then turning away from the rubberneckers to the one with the shopping cart. "Hey, you, prison bait! Halt, I said, lousy cart-mooching scamp! Come back here with what belongs to me. That cart's rightful mine." At that moment, the guy pushing the cart made a grave mistake and looked back over one shoulder. Part of his load toppled. Several items blew into the street in a gust of wind off the near-miss thunderhead. A shirt or two, some boxer shorts, and different colored socks. In hurrying to gather up the wind-swept things, more loose items blew off the piled-high cart. With both arms full to his chin, the older fellow caught his foot on a raised portion of curbing and stumbled onto one knee. "Now I gotcha!" his enraged pursuer on the motorized cart bellowed. "Can't get away now, foul larcenist." Sure enough, He and his trudging scooter caught up to the purported wrongdoer, but the exertion of unwedging his stomach from the handlebars and dismounting left him breathless. Having to pause momentarily and catch his breath, he finally waddled over close to the other man, who was still busily gathering articles of clothing here and there. He grabbed him by the t-shirt as the threadbare fabric ripped. "Now you're mine!" The overweight man off the buggy jerked the accuser car thief around. "Come back here, you villain! What do you think you're doing with my cart?" "Taking it," the older man responded, holding the flap of his torn t-shirt back in place, as if wondering how to make it stay. "Take? Why, you sorry, low-down, no-good reptile. You ain't neither taking my basket no whores. Give it back this instant." "Why?" he asked, as if hearing the most incredulous statement. "This here's my basket now." "'Tain't yours neither. This is mine, you worthless scrounging cur. Now give back what you taken." "How come?" the accused asked with a shrug. "I need it." "You need nothing but a fair to medium noggin skinning, you shifty mugger. What's the meaning of this? I had that cart full, and you throwed my legal owned possessions on the ground like trash. Who do you think you are? You're no better'n me, and that buggy's my property, clear and legal. Mine here, not yourn." "Are you out of your mind?" the other man asked. "How you expect me to carry all this stuff? Am I an octopus? Ain't no way I can tote all this gear." "I don't care how you tote nothing, poacher. Load them worthless belongings on Joseph and Mary's donkey for all I give a hoot. Now give back what you taken. Get your own buggy. This here's mine title clear, you lootin' kleptomaniac. So get that junk out." "Junk? Did I hear right?" he asked. "Did you call this priceless haul junk?" "Why, I hit the all-time jackpot at yonder donation bin. 2 duffel bags full of some duds, still with price tags. Some old rich fella must have gulped his last breath, and his kids got shed of his stuff. Nice ones, too. Let me tell you, most ain't been worn more'n a few times. Plus a pair of 2-tone Oxfords hardly scuffed, and a mighty handsome overcoat that'll come in handy. Now how am I to carry all this to my lean-to 6 blocks from here?" "'Tain't my problem, cart scrounging crook. Why'd you take the loot in the first place if you can't carry it? Leave some for others. Now clear them rags out of my buggy, 'cause it's mine." "Not now, it ain't. Possession is 9/10 of the law." 9/10 of a head scruffing up, you mean," the accuser threatened, and grabbed the corner of a duffel bag with startling speed for a man of such girth. "Help! Help!" the other gentleman wailed as the 2 men played tug-of-war with the duffel bag fabric. "Let go! Totalitarian tyrant! Help someone! The bully's manhandling me! Help!" "Give me that, you sly scoundrels, tramp!" "No, it's mine." "It's not yourn, neither, you ill-like scoundrel. That's the best cart in this whole parking lot. I've tried 'em all. Most others either track crooked or got one wheel froze up or had taken a bulldozer shoving to make 'em roll. Now I'm give out wrestling with you." He gave an extra hard tug on the duffel bag fabric, to which the other man pulled back just as strenuous. "Let go, darn sneaking buggy caper plotter. You was watching me when I turned my back. Ain't that so?" "What's that matter?" he asked, incriminating himself. "It's mine just the same. So you let go." "Ah, all right," the heavier man panted, running out of breath. "But I ain't to blame when you're hauled off to the iron-barred hotel. I see security over yonder, and he's been watching us. I'm fixing to wave him over to have you arrested for cart thieving." The heavyweight man let go of the duffel bag and waved his hands overhead. Over here! I caught a thief." "Say, what's going on here?" a tall uniformed officer called, walking their direction. He was much younger than the quarreling men. "Here, enough of this," he separated the squabblers. "Stop this, I say! Stop it! Stop it! What's going on here?" "Officer," the hefty man demanded that started the fracas, "throw this bandit in the hoosgow with his feet fastened in the stocks. He stole my shopping cart, and he ain't able to deny it, as I caught him red-handed." "Stole nothing, Your Honor," the older man complained, holding his hand spread eagle on the shopping cart and looking over. "I have rights. These here carts is public property. Ain't that the gospel?" "He's a liar," the other man objected. "No, I'm not," he protested. "After all, shopping carts are all over the city on most every street corner. I seen whole communes of 'em parked in a circle with a tarp or whatchamacallit on top. Taking one is no more stealing than sitting on a park bench or dozing in the shade of a magnolia tree on the courthouse lawn. A body can get one any time it suits him." "Ain't that the stupidest thing you ever heard?" the overweight man snorted at the security officer. "Don't listen at him, magistrate. He ain't got brains enough to form part of a thought. He stole it from me pure and simple. The man's a thief, a looter, a low-down penny-ante embezzler who takes others' rightful property. Put him in the lowest dungeon with a mass murder and see if he don't learn some respect." "You say he stole this cart from you?" the officer inquired of the accuser. "Of course he did. Didn't I just say so? He'd taken my personal belongings I've had no end of trouble a gathering and tossed them on the ground with no more care than a teenager pitches his lunch sack out a car window. Stole my cart, pure and simple. And I want him hauled off in handcuffs and put in leg irons if you got 'em." They quit using those a while back," the officer sighed. "But this is your cart, you say?" "How many times I got to tell you so? Most certainly it's my cart. Is your ears full of wax so you're hearing disabled? I told you already. This buggy's mine. I own the basket. Nobody else does. Certainly not this behind-the-back bandit." "I see," said the security man. "How long have you had it?" "Longer than him, for dang sure." He pointed at the older man, still with his arms around what was left of his haul. "Why can't I get my point over to no one? Am I talking mushmouth? Has my vocal cords gone loose as old rubber bands? He's got my dang basket. Mine." "I see. When did you buy the basket?" the officer asked, his voice as calm as his demeanor. "Buy? What you mean buy? Who buys? Am I kin to J.P. Morgan? Think I carry gold bars in these here pockets?" He pulled his front pockets inside out. "Like I'm one of them armored trucks or something?" "Frankly, it's none of my business what your financial status is," the security man said, his tone beginning to get testy. "What I'm asking is when you purchased the cart. Do you have a sales slip?" "Come now, be serious, magistrate. What would I want with a great big old four-wheel contraption like this? You think I own a grocery chain? Only a lopsided moron would pay good money for such a high-dollar transport. But that don't mean I'm not the rightful user till this slippery pickpocket took it away when I warn't looking. Wrap the jailbird in chains, padlock him, and throw him in your wagon." Yes, but first I have to establish original ownership," the security man reasoned. "What I'm trying to learn is how you came to own the grocery cart. If you didn't buy the buggy, then perhaps the cart was loaned to you or bequeathed in a last will and testament. How'd you gain possession of the cart?" "What's that matter?" the heavyweight man cried at a volume that suggested he was out of patience. "It's mine. Don't nothing else count. I had it first, been having it, intend on keeping it, and this good-for-naught swindler swiped it from me." Okay, the security man sighed. Let me get this straight. I think I'm starting to understand. You stole the cart first before this man stole it from you. So who's the original owner? What harebrained palaver, the accuser gasped. I found the buggy first, if that's the issue here, and this deadbeat no-use panhandler took it illegal as illegal can be from me. Capital punishment is too good for the crook. But how'd you come by the cart originally? The uniformed man stressed, talking to the overweight man from the buggy. That's what I'm after. It was abandoned in one of them iron-railed racks in front of this here store where they offer discarded carts free of charge. So I taken it. They're not offered free of charge, the security man countered. They're parked after being discarded by customers for others to use and cost the store from $250 to as much as $500 each. Now I know you're crazy, the older gentleman huffed, still hugging his loot. These here handy carts are everywhere. If they weren't free or nearabouts, how could any store afford to leave them out? Because they add the price of the missing carts onto their products. So it's the customers that get ripped off, not the store owner. See there, the sizable man from the battery-powered buggy interrupted, finding something to agree on with the older man, he pursued. Didn't we just tell him they was free? And so they are. Let the customer and employees get it in the neck. They got plenty and can afford it. Okay. How about the both of you give up this bickering and admit this is stolen property, the security man sighed. And don't worry, as the DA in this town refuses to prosecute low-level crimes of this nature. You inferring I'm a thief? The hefty man gasped. He pointed at the old man still draped over his belongings. He's the skunk-swiping shoplifter, not me. I'm an honest John borrower, merely using the transport temporary to keep my stuff in. How long ago has that been? A while. How long a while? 3, 4 months, maybe more, but it's borrowed, like I said. So you both are thieves, the security man said. The only thing that's got you so upset, he indicated the angry man who started the fracas, is he stole from you. Here, you ain't allowed to malign us that way. You might get booted off the force for such slanderous name-calling. We're victims, and our government give rights says we can take what we want 'cause we're oppressed. The law permits us to take whatever suits our fancy. Then why are you upset at him? Isn't he a victim too? Heck no. I'm more a victim than he ever was. Between me and him, I'm the most oppressed by far. Oh, I see, the security officer admitted. And who are your oppressors? Billionaires. Really? The uniformed man frowned. He tilted his head to the side as if considering that last remark. You mean the billionaire mom and pop who own this market? Or the billionaire sackers who load groceries in bags and depend on the store owners for employment? Why not? The heavyweight man said, climbing back on his cart. Sounds good to me. Yeah, me too, the older man agreed, resuming picking up scattered items that had blown off the pile. I think maybe it's the other way around, security man disagreed. I think you two scroungers are the real oppressors, not the honest folks who work hard to eke out a respectable living. You two parasites make it hard on everyone else. For more short clips, plus a 40 visual series raised by demons, plus books, plus videos, go to thereisageneration.com. All one word, thereisageneration.com.